Out here at the D3Hoops.com Classic, another D3Hoops.com Classic conversation. Pat Coleman at D3 Hoops with Dave Staniger, the head coach of St. Scholastica. His team nearly entirely lost a 24-point lead tonight and then held on to beat Central by the score of 94-84. Coach, a tremendous first half performance, especially by Colin Anderson, but you guys really shot the lights out in the first half. What changed in the second half, or was it something Central did to kind of keep some of that in check?
No, I think fatigue had a part to do with that. I thought first half we were sharp, our cuts were sharp, we moved the ball well, and we really got stagnant in that second half. I think guys were kind of waiting for Colin to bail us out a little bit. You know, we were a little tired, our cuts weren't sharp, and the ball stuck. The ball was moving first half, and the ball stuck, and then, then we got, had to force up some tougher shots.
Yeah, I think that was the one thing that we noticed, and not like either Dave or I is a great X's and O's guys in basketball, but it really felt like the ball was, moving. You were getting the ball to somebody open, and then in the second half it was just kind of, hanging around.
Absolutely, yep. And we utilized the post a little bit better in the first half. And we went in, and physicality has given us some problems this year. We're so young. We have one senior, one junior, and the rest sophomore and freshman. So guys are learning, and this was so important to hang on to this thing and keep our poise and keep fighting and keep playing. That was such a great learning experience for our guys to come out on top.
Yeah, that game gets down to a one-possession game, obviously fairly late in the second half. I thought the most impressive thing was that you guys pulled away and then kind of salted that game away. But what did what were you saying to them that to down those final minutes to try to keep things at an even keel?
Yeah, even keel. I mean, we need some energy. We need some life. We were standing around on defense as well. We weren't pressuring the ball, and we weren't talking. We should have switched a lot more screen. All that kind of stuff. It was just. We reverted back to bad habits in the first half of the year. Just keep fighting. Our goal this whole entire year is win a possession. Just win that one possession. We're still up, and we got the ball inside of Jarrett. He kicked it out to our little freshman and hit a big three. That was huge for us. And we started to use the post more, and we got better shots down the stretch. Kept our focus and our poise, and that was great.
You guys have played a really tough schedule coming into this point in the season. A couple of games against WIAC opponents, played St. Thomas, those sorts of things. Is that something that help that those guys can draw on when you're in a tight game like this?
Yeah, I mean, not a lot of those games were tight, but you want to learn from the experience of what you have to get better at. And that was some frustrating things late, right before Christmas. We weren't getting better. We weren't learning from our mistakes. And boy, these guys really brought energy in the last practice at shoot around today, and they had a lot of energy today. And that's a sign. There was a pulse. There's a little flicker in the eye, and I think we're going to be all right.
I know the weather hasn't been awful in the upper Midwest over the course of the past week or so, but you guys happy to get out here where Las Vegas, at least it's a little warmer?
Exactly. It's, we'll take anything we can get when there's no white stuff on the ground. So we're going to head back Monday, and we're flying into another big storm, and welcome back to reality. But yeah, this is nice for these guys to get away and, and enjoy it a little bit, and nice to have a lot of family members here as well. And, we take one every 4 years. And you know what? This is our first plane game win. First time we won after a flight in my 20 years here.
And that's just off one practice, you said too, right?
Off of one practice, yep. So maybe practice is overrated.
Maybe Las Vegas is the place you just need to keep coming every 4 years.
I love Vegas. Yeah. Hopefully that's not the only winning that's going to happen in Vegas.
Yeah, so what are the other things that are on the docket? You guys have a day between games now, right? So what's on the docket for you guys and the players and stuff with your day in between?
Yep, well, we have a practice tomorrow, and time-wise we wanted to do the Hoover Dam, and we couldn't get it to work time-wise, so we're going to the Mob Museum. Okay. All right, the wise guys, hey, learn a few things, and we're in the Mob Museum. Then we're going to hang out on the Strip for a little while, and then we have a team meal at Buca de Beppo's down in Bally's. So get a little Italian, get a little pasta in them, and we'll be all right.
All right. Now, you've been the head coach at St. Scholastica for 20 years, kind of into the era in which you guys, came into Division III. The UMAC becomes a conference with an automatic bid in Division III, that sort of thing. And you and I had a conversation almost 15 years ago about that sort of thing. What, how's the program How's the athletic department changed? How's the college changed over the course of that time?
I think you just said the word change. We're on our third president here recently. We're on our third AD here recently. So there has been a lot of turnover with some key positions. So our new AD, Franco Barr, is doing a great job, and he's been a coach for 18 years, so he really understands and gets what we're doing. And tuition enrollment is going well, and our sports programs have had a lot of success, and we're growing and growing. We're kind of busting at the seams from an athletic department standpoint, but things are going well.
And you guys have another game against Ramapo. What's the scout like when you're, preparing for two games like that, and you're against, Central, who you may have common opponents with, obviously, but someone like Ramapo, who's from a completely different part of the country? Yeah,
you watch film. We're talking, well, do we want to come and watch them tomorrow? Let's enjoy Vegas. Let's, get away from. We have everything on film, and with how young we are, these kids can't digest it. My scouting reports are so scaled down to what they used to be. Here's the shooter. Here's, you got to pressure this guy. You got three-quarter. Are we going to double? What are we going to do? Just keeping it real simple for these guys. And the more they think, the slower the feet get. So let's just play.
It's Dave Staniger, the head coach of College of St. Scholastica, here with a D3Hoops.com Classic conversation at the 2019 D3 Hoops Classic in Las Vegas.